In a small modern-day village where red dust rose into the air, whenever motorcycles passed and everyone knew each other's story, there lived a boy named Samuel. If you asked anyone about him, they would say, "He's a good boy, quiet, respectful." But Samuel was not quiet by nature. He was quiet because fear had built a home inside him. He feared speaking in public. He feared starting something new. He feared disappointing people. He feared failing. He feared being judged. And if we are honest, so do most people. Samuel lived with his widowed mother in a small house with cracked cement walls and a roof that leaked during heavy rain. His mother sold vegetables in the village market from sunrise to evening. Her hands were rough from years of hard work. Samuel wanted to change their life. He had big dreams. He wanted to become a software engineer. He wanted to build apps that could help small businesses in villages like his grow. He wanted to give his mother rest. But every time he thought about chasing that dream, fear whispered, "You're from a small village. Who do you think you are? What if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if you're not smart enough?" So instead of starting, he postponed. "I'll begin next month. I'll apply next year. I'll try when I feel more confident." But confidence never came. He watched other students apply for scholarships. He watched others start small online businesses. He watched his friends post videos online, boldly expressing themselves, and he stayed in the background, just like many people who watch others live the life they secretly desire. One afternoon, Samuel saw a poster at the community center. "Free tech training, limited spots, apply now." His heart skipped. This was the opportunity he had been praying for. But fear returned immediately. What if you don't get selected? What if the other students are better than you? What if you embarrass yourself? He stood there for almost 10 minutes staring at the poster. 10 minutes. That is how long fear can hold someone hostage. An older woman working at the center noticed him. "You want to apply?" she asked kindly. I, I'm not sure," Samuel replied. She looked at him closely and said something he would never forget. "The only difference between people who change their lives and those who don't is this: one group applies. Not that they are braver, not that they are smarter, they just act." That night, Samuel realized something painful. He was not afraid of failure. He was afraid of being seen trying. He was afraid of what people would say if he failed. And that is the fear that stops most people. People don't start businesses because they fear losing money. They don't create content because they fear bad comments. They don't apply for jobs because they fear rejection. They don't chase dreams because they fear embarrassment. Samuel was tired of watching life from the sidelines. The next morning, with shaking hands, he filled out the application form. His heart pounded as he submitted it. He felt exposed, but also alive. For the first time, he had acted despite fear. A week later, he received an email. "You have been selected." Instead of excitement, fear attacked again. "Now you'll have to prove yourself. Now people will see if you're actually good." What if you fail publicly? On the first day of training, Samuel sat at the back of the room. The other students seemed confident. Some had better laptops. Some spoke fluently. Some asked intelligent questions. He felt small, very small. He almost quit after the first week. But something inside him whispered, "If you quit now, fear wins again." So he stayed. He asked one question in class, even though his voice shook. No one laughed. In fact, the instructor smiled and said, "That's a great question." That small moment cracked something inside him. He started practicing daily. When he didn't understand something, he asked. When he made mistakes, he corrected them. Every time fear said stop, he responded with one small action forward. Months later, the program ended with a final project. Samuel built a simple mobile app that helped local traders track their daily sales and profits. He presented it in front of the community. This time, his hands were steady, not because fear disappeared, but because he had trained himself to move anyway. The audience applauded loudly. His mother wiped tears from her eyes. Samuel realized something powerful. Fear never truly leaves, but courage grows when you exercise it. Soon after, he started freelancing online. Then he began teaching younger kids in the village basic coding skills. The boy who once feared being seen had become someone who inspired others. Samuel's biggest obstacle was never his background. It was never money. It was never his village. It was fear. And fear doesn't look dangerous. It just sounds logical. Wait, not now. You're not ready. What will people say? But every dream you have is waiting on the other side of one uncomfortable action. You don't conquer fear by becoming fearless. You conquer fear by starting scared. Apply scared. Post scared. Speak scared. Try scared. Because action builds confidence, and confidence builds freedom. How do you conquer fear and start living your dreams today? You take one small step. Today, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Ready is a myth. Movement creates readiness. Samuel didn't become extraordinary overnight. He just stopped obeying fear. And so can you. Fear will always whisper. It will tell you to wait. It will tell you that you are not ready. It will tell you that you are too small, too late, too ordinary. But remember this. Every great life begins the moment someone decides to move, despite fear. Your dreams are not waiting for you to feel confident. They are waiting for you to feel courageous, and courage is a decision. So take the step, make the call, start the project, apply for the opportunity, speak your truth. Because your journey does not begin when fear disappears. It begins when you decide that your future matters more than your comfort. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs hope today. Subscribe to this channel so together we can continue walking this journey of strength, wisdom, and personal growth. Your journey starts now. Your mind is your greatest asset. Discipline it, and nothing can stop you.